So the count now full, 3-2. It says it's still streaming on here, but I'm not able to pull it up on my computer. Payoff pitch, grounder up the middle. It'll get through into center. Base knock for Cleveland, his first hit of the game, now 1 for 3. There we go, looks like it's back up. That is very, very strange.
Now batting for the Wingnuts, it's the Jana King cleanup hitter. Third baseman number 15.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That's weird. I know my personal computer, it got disconnected from the internet, but it's on the Wi-Fi. The other computer, the broadcast computer's on the hard line. The pitch to TJ Middlestat, called a strike, 0-1. Runner on first, one out here in the 6th inning. On the hill is Jason Zardowski. Zardowski, in his only appearance with the Lemurs this season, through an inning, gave up just 1 hit, struck out a batter. Overall in the year, he's pitched in 4 games as we picked him up. Pitch down and in for a ball. Zardowski had previously been with Joplin. The pitch swung and fouled away. He pitched 3 games with Joplin. Overall in the season, 1-0 with an 8.53 ERA in 4 appearances. Count to Middlestat. Now 2-2. After that foul ball, Middlestat lefty against the righty Zardowski. Middlestat just a triple shy of the cycle. He has a single, double, and a home run, but the triple, the hardest to get. The pitch up and away. 3-2. The count now full to Middlestat. Runner on first. 1 out in the inning. 9-3 the score. Lemurs trailing the Wingnuts. Now the payoff pitch, grounder left side to the shortstop position area, but it's Danker, the third baseman, fielding it. He'll throw to second for 1. The relay to get Middlestat not in time, so he'll reach on a fielder's choice. 5-6, the put out. Kind of a weird double play attempt.
Now batting for the Wingnuts, first baseman number 24.
Dustin Geiger to the plate. Runner on first, 2 away. So over at first, Middlestat. And I was looking at I'd forgotten to mark in my book how the pitch down and away. Forgot to mark in my book how the inning ended in the 5th. And I looked it up and remembered, oh yeah, that line drive to Rondon with a nice double play. Dustin Geiger 0 for 2 with a walk. Zardowski will fire away. Swung on, fouled away right side. 1 ball, 1 strike, now the count. Bottom of the 6th, Lemurs trailing by 6. They've had some big innings already this season, late in ball games, where they've managed to put up some runs and take leads, win ball games. Maybe they've got some more late inning magic in their bats here tonight. They'll need some. There is some action in the Wingnuts bullpen. And the pitch, swung on, grounder left side, foul. Maybe they'll bring Richard Ruff in the ball game. Ruff walked 4 guys last night in his 1 inning of work, and he walked 3 batters the first time he faced the Lemurs back in the first game of this series. In fact, the only 3 batters he faced in that inning, or in that outing appearance, he walked all 3 of them. They pulled him after that. 3 in a row. 1-2 the count to Geiger. The pitch from Zardowski. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning. Zardowski gives up a single, but that's it. Stranding a runner at first. Or the Wingnuts, we go to the top of the 7th. Lemurs trail 9-3.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba-da, boom, which led to you. Miller Lights, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to
Shortstop number 10, J.D. Pulper.
New pitcher in the ball game, it's Alex Boshears coming out of the pen for the Wichita Wingnuts. J.D. Pole for the first batter he'll have to face here in the top of the seventh. So Charlie Leisman goes a total of 6 innings tonight for the Wingnuts. Maybe the final line for the two starting pitchers tonight now that they're both out of the ball game. Marks, 5 innings, 11 hits, 9 runs, all earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts for him tonight. The pitch to Pulfer, swung on and ground ball right side through the infield. Pulfer with his first hit of the ball game here, a single in the 7th to lead off the inning against Alex Boshears. Leisman, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts.
Second baseman number 3, Alvaro Rondon.
Alvaro Rondon to the plate, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Rondon has grounded out and popped out. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Or actually called a strike, 0-1. The pitch swung, grounded, a chopper left side, charging the third baseman. Middlestat, he only has one play. It's first, or it's at first. Rondon put down 5-3. Pulfer goes up to second on the play. 1 away.
Located at 13th and Webb in the waterfront. Congratulations to tonight's winner, Dakota Taylor.
So we should be back up and running. Looks like most of you are back having found the stream. I think it created a second one. The only thing I can think of that happened was we had some kind of internet interruption here in the ballpark, a connection interruption. I know my computer with the Wi-Fi had some, but does not account for why the hard line had some. Shouldn't have. Pitch called a strike to the batter, Jesus Pozo. 0-1 on Poso. He walked earlier in the ball game. Runner on second, that's Pulfer. He led off the inning with a single. Here in the 7th, Lemurs trailing 9-3. Boshear's on the hill. He fires away. Poso swinging, grounding it foul, left side, 0-2.
If you would like instant equity in your home, then call You Build It today. 316-260-2044. Your home's in your hands. You Build It.
Yeah, in fact, it's cut out a couple of times, I see. That is very, very odd. Pitch a swing and a miss into the turf. Tag applied. Poso out on strikes. Two outs here in the 7th.
That was a Dick's Sporting Goods strikeout. Every season starts at Dick's.
Back to the top of the order for the Lemurs, Ty Morrison
35, Ty Morrison.
against Boshears, who comes into the ball game, by the way, with an 0-2 record, 5.19 ERA, 6 appearances. 8 2/3 innings pitched on the season. Pitch on the outside corner, called a strike, 0-1 to Morrison, who is 0 for 3. He did reach first on an error back in the 5th. It was erased on a double play ball off the bat of Abel Nieves. 2 outs in the inning, Lemurs with a runner on second. Could use a run here. Start chipping away at the lead. They trail by 6. Pitch swung on, grounded up the middle. It'll get through into center. Being waved around home is Pulfer. There will be no play at the plate. It'll be an RBI single for Ty Morrison. Nice work by Morrison
Fans, make sure you make it
to drive that run in.
tonight's 50-50 raffle. Tonight's
It's
raffle
now
is
9-4. Lemurs trail by 5.
Make yourself feel good.
5 a little more manageable.
Down Syndrome Society of
Might be able to pull that off. We'll see.
Your 50-50 raffle ticket tonight inside Spinner's dugout. Designated hitter number 13, Abel Nieves.
Abel Nieves to the plate. 0 for 2. He's walked and popped out, grounded out. Pitch inside for a ball. He's also scored a run and stolen a base tonight. I know earlier in the road trip, I think when we were back in Grand Prairie, the pitch fouled away, 1-1. Every time I went to the Lemur loop, it would cut out. But I've never actually stopped streaming the video here. It's just losing connection, I guess, in some way. The pitch swung on, lined back up the middle. Boshear's moving out of the way. Tried to put the glove out, but he didn't tip it at all. And Abel Nieves with a single here with 2 outs in the inning. Morrison going up to second on the hit. Runners at first and second. Drew Martinez to the plate.
Number 4, Drew Martinez.
Boshear's getting hit around a little bit. 3 hits in the inning, but there are 2 outs. So that's the downside. Maybe the Lemurs can tack on some more runs here. Maybe Drew Martinez can come up with a big hit. They can cut this, down by 5, cut it to a 4-run lead with 2 innings to go. That would be somewhat manageable. Boshear sets the pitch. Martinez swings, fouls it away left side and out of play. 0-1. Martinez with a hit and an RBI already in the ball game. Also a run scored and a stolen base. This Lemurs team, they don't quit. Cannot say that about them. You cannot say that they are quitters because they don't. The pitch from Boshear swung on and again fouled away left side out of play. 0-2 the count. In the room next door, they've got the TV on the Game 1 of the NBA Finals. At the half, Golden State leading by 9, 52-43. I just checked the score for the first time. The pitch, 0-2, swung and fouled away again, left side and out of play. Martinez just fouling away 3 straight pitches, all out to the left side and out of play. Looking for something he can hit into fair territory and find a hole to drop it into. Drive in Morrison from second. Boshear sets on the hill, towing the third base side of the rubber, lifts the leg, fires plateward outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we go home. We'll be facing a North opponent team in St. Paul. Team coming into the day with the best record in the league. The pitch, 1-2, swung on and lifted into center. Shallow, it's dropping, but not quick enough as Harrison Kane races in to catch it in the air for out number 3. 2 runners stranded. Lemurs do play to run. We go to the bottom of the 7th, stretch time here in Wichita. The score now 9-4. Lemurs trail the Wingnuts by 5.
Stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties, shredded cheddar cheese,
a creamy sauce,
creamy steak sauce. My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it. You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words. The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think. The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like...
Jason Zardowski still on the hill for the Laredo Lemurs here in the 7th. He came in the 6th inning to pitch. Made his debut with the Lemurs this series. Here for a second ball game. Pitch inside. 1-0. Zardowski facing off against Richard Prigatano here in the 7th. Prigatano 1 for 3. Swing and a miss right there. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. He struck out his first 2 times at the plate. Singled and scored back in the 5th inning. Zardowski, a whole lot of arms and legs, skin and bones, as they'd say. 6'5", 207. Count 2-1 after that ball went to the backstop. Zardowski will wind and deliver the 2-1 pitch. Up and in. 3-1. 6'5" with very long arms, lanky. Now the wind and the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and lined to the right side through the infield for a single. Here to lead off the inning. It's Prigatano's second hit of the ball game. Struck out in his first 2 at-bats, singled in his last 2 at-bats. 2 for 4. I used to be like Zardowski. That tall, skinny guy, but then this thing called, well, lack of exercise happened, and not as skinny as I used to be. Pitch inside to Harrison Kane, 1-0. Kane on the day, 1 for 2. 2 runs scored. He singled in the 2nd, walked in the 5th. It's interesting that Kane is one of the league leaders in batting average. Called a strike. Runner was moving. He'll slide into 2nd. That'll be, my guess, is a defensive indifference. Although Prigatano was being held on, and there was fielders covering the bag at 2nd. Coach just seemed very disinterested in throwing to 2nd. Although he probably got a very, very good jump. Which is probably why, well, yeah, he timed it pretty well. Pitch in the turf. It'll bounce off of the catcher, roll to the edge of the dugout, and almost roll in. My goodness. Coach scrambled after it. Now he's kind of laughing. Got to catch his breath for a second and grab his mask. Time is called. So if the ball had rolled into the dugout, Prigitano would have gotten an extra base, which would mean he would have scored. But there's the weighted donut, that cylindrical weight that they put on the end of the bat to swing to make it a little bit heavier when they're on deck before they go to the plate. Well, that was sitting right on the top of the steps, and it hit off of that where the opening is in the dugout and then bounced in front of the fence, so it did not roll in front of the dugout, maybe in thanks to that donut, which Gibby Villacuellar, the third base coach for the Lemurs, just walked up and grabbed and put it down in the dugout before they get in any kind of trouble. The last pitch called a strike. It's now 2-2 to Harrison Kane, but it's interesting that Kane, hitting so well this season, is batting in the 7th spot in their order. Infield playing at the baseline. Kane swings and hits one into deep right center. Running back is Phipps. He'll make the catch. Now he'll not fire at plate where he decided he was too far away to try and get Prigitano, as he will score from third on the sac fly. So sac fly to right for Harrison Kane. One out here in the 7th. To the plate, Brent Dean, 0 for 3. Dean, the right-handed hitting catcher, against the righty Zardowski. First name Jason. The pitch, swing grounder back towards Zardowski, but it's fielded by Rondon on the shortstop side of second. He fires a one-hopper to first. Poso picks it out of the dirt, and there's out number 2. Nice play there by Rondon. Bring up Leo Vargas. Vargas going to take a couple of extra swings before stepping up to the plate. Also means he gets to hear his walk-up song for a few extra seconds as they let that play here. I think it's the only walk-up song I've ever heard. As the pitch to Vargas taken into the turf, it actually hit the shin guard of Coach, the catcher, 1-0. The only one that I've heard that's an English or an American song that's in Spanish. I've heard Spanish songs, but they're typically written originally in Spanish. Foul ball up towards me, just to my left and below me. Well, that was hit sharply up here. 1-1 the count. But usually English songs are in English, Spanish songs in Spanish. But this one's an English song that is translated into Spanish, the Spanish version. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Zardowski firing away to Vargas. Pitch fouled up and over our heads here in the press box. Count now 1-2. I'm actually standing up right now. Gives me a little more mobility. And if a ball comes through the window, it's hitting me in the stomach or the chest and not in my head. The 1-2 pitch to Vargas. Swing, ground ball down the third baseline. It almost hit the bag. It is fair. Daker fielding behind the bag. Throws over to first. And a bang-bang play. Vargas is safe. Boy, I thought Danker might have had him on that one. It was close. Danker's had a bunch of guys on some nice plays down the third baseline already this series. But he couldn't get the speedy Vargas. They're going to first. Back to the top of the order, Christian Stringer, who is 1 for 4 in the ball game. An RBI single in the second, and he scored a run. He was driven in on that home run, that 3-run home run by Zach Cox, which broke this game open for the Wingnuts back there in the second inning. The pitch swung on and hit hard to right on a line. It'll fall in. Picking it up is Phipps. He'll fire it to the infield. It'll go all the way to third. Danker sliding to make sure it doesn't get past him as it was between third and home. Going first to third on the play is Vargas. Single for Stringer. He stayed at first the whole time. So to the plate, Zach Cox. Here in the bottom of the 7th. J.D. Pulfer coming up to the mound to have a chat with Jason Zardowski out there on the hill before Cox is at bat. Trying to settle down his pitcher. This team, not a whole lot of guys on this Lemurs squad that are listed as veterans or that have a ton of years of experience. Definitely some guys with a few years, but it's a relatively young team. Pitch outside for a ball. You're allowed to have 5 veterans or players classified as veterans. There's multiple classifications going from rookie to then LS1, LS1, LS2, LS3, LS4, LS5, and then veteran. And they're all based on years played and at-bats. They're called strike. Count now, 1 ball, 1 strike to Cox. You look at this Lemurs roster. On the active roster, just 3 players classified as a veteran, and you're allowed to have 5, and most teams use up all 5. The pitch swung on and lined into left center. That'll be a base hit. A run will score for the Wingnuts. Vargas comes in. It'll go all the way to the wall. Being waved around home is Stringer, and he will score without a throw. It's a double for Cox, his 3rd hit of the ball game. He now has a single, a double, and a home run. So he is also a triple shy of the cycle, just as TJ Middlestat is. Give him 2 more RBIs. He has 5 in the ball game. So a big offensive explosion today for the Wichita Wingnuts. There is someone throwing in the bullpen, as Pete and Cavilo is going to come out and have a chat. But yes, only 3 veterans. Usually teams at least have 4, if not all 5. None of them in the pitching staff for the Lemurs, and no LS5s. So your top 2 classifications that you can have, you only have 3 of combined. And then LS4s, you have 4 of them in the bullpen. Or sorry, on the pitching staff. But 1 of them in the rotation, the other 3 in the bullpen. And then none that are a position player that's an LS4. 4 rookie pitchers and a rookie position player. Mound visit is done. Actually, it wasn't Pete and Cavilla. No, it was Ben Moore. Ben and Pete do not look alike at all. I don't know why I thought that was Pete. He must have been making that slow Pete-like walk to make me think it was Pete. Brent Cleveland to the plate. Cleveland 1 for 3 in the ball game. Mound visit by Moore is over. Cleveland versus Zardowski, and Zardowski fires low, 1-0. So yes, a very young team overall in experience. And certainly guys like Coach Pulfer, Morrison. They've got some years, but not the abundance of years that guys like Danker and Nieves have. And Phipps, pitch up and in, 2-0. In fact, you listen to the guys and they just speak volumes about, especially about Travis Danker, the way he prepares for a game and just carries himself in general. The pitch swung, grounded down the third baseline. It's fair. It'll get past Danker. He's waving foul. It was a fair ball, though, Travis. It'll roll off of the field pass fencing there and left. Double for Cleveland. And they'll play Cleveland Rocks. Again, Cleveland, not Cleveland. But RBI double for Brent Cleveland. The score now 13-4. Lemurs trailing the Wingnuts. This game, as the Lemurs were inching back into it slowly, now getting more and more out of reach here in the 7th inning. It at one point was 9-4 coming into this bottom half of the 7th. But now a 9-run ball game. 2 outs on the inning. TJ Middlestat to the plate, taking outside for a ball, 1-0. Middlestat 3 for 4. Single, double, home run, 3 RBIs, a run scored. Defense again playing Middlestat to pull the ball. Playing a shallow right is Rondon. Pulver on the second baseman's side of second. Pitch fouled off. 1-1. But Danker, you can tell just the way he plays and carries himself that he's been to the big leagues. He's been around a long time. He carries himself like a big league ball player. Not that the other guys are immature or don't know what they're doing, but there's just a little different. There's a difference there. Pitch low for a ball, and they've picked up on it. And the thing is, that helps them then. Helps them as he leads by example, and they can model that after him, and will help them improve. 2-1, pitch outside. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count to Middlestat. Got to wonder if he does get a hit, and it's an extra base one, if he'll try and stretch it to a triple. He's just a triple shy of the cycle. They are up by 9, so it's not like an out would really hurt them. The pitch swung on, and, well, it's driven to the gap in left center, and it'll be cut off by Morrison. He dives, flips it to Martinez as he was on the ground, and Martinez was only a few feet away from him. So it'll be another double, though, and another run as coming in to score from second base was Cleveland. 14-4 now the score after the RBI double. After winning the last 2 ball games, especially last night, pretty handily. 7-1 was the final last night. Lemurs taking down the Wingnuts. In fact, it was 7-0 going into the bottom of the 9th, and the Wingnuts just got 1 run there in the bottom of the 9th, kind of a garbage run. Dustin Geiger to the plate. He made the last out of the 6th inning. So the only batter to have not come to the plate yet this inning is Geiger, and he now has seen a pitch. Just outside, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, the count to Geiger. (14-4) the score. 1-0 pitch. Geiger will say it hit. Okay, what's the umpire saying? Mike Gardner saying it hit him in the hand. He moved the bat. Looked like it hit the barrel or hit the bat at some point and the hand. I think they're giving him a hit by pitch. He's starting to go down to first, so it certainly hit something hard, and the trainer's out there looking at Geiger's hand. He took his batting glove off. Well, that's got to hurt. Like jamming your finger between a door that is slamming shut. Pete Gavila is going to come out, but he's not going to make a mound visit, at least not yet. He's talking to the home plate umpire, Mike Gardner. And I'm trying to see what he's doing with his hand. He's just holding it up. But now he's backing off towards the dugout. So he's not going to make a mound visit. He's just going to talk about that hit by pitch and put Geiger over at first base. As there's someone throwing in the bullpen for the Lemurs. Looks like Kyle Winkler. Richard Prigatano to the plate. He led off the inning. Led it off with a single. 2 for 4 in the ball game is Prigatano. Runners on first and second. The pitch to Prigatano from Zardowski, low for a ball, 1-0. Lemurs trailing 14-4. 18 hits in the game for the Wingnuts. 7 for Laredo. Zardowski sitting on the hill, lifted the leg, firing plateward. Line drive, diving is Poso. He makes the catch. That'll end the inning. And the shift, Poso playing further off the line than he normally would. Makes the diving catch. Nice play there by the backup catcher and backup first baseman to end the inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Lemurs trailing 14-4.
Listen up, kids. The garbage gremlin will now walk.
Heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que por fin compraste carro nuevo? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? ¿Que hoy empieza tu fin de semana? ¿O que hoy se acaba tu novela y mañana empieza otra? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. El carnesazo de H-E-B es una pachanga de sabor. Solo tienes que invitar a los compadres.
First pitch to Dennis Phipps, a called strike, 0-1. Boshears still out on the hill. Phipps calling time. Alex Boshears came in last inning to pitch in the 7th. So he's on for his second inning of work. Hopefully, the Lemurs can do to Boshears what in his second inning of work what they did to Jason Zardowski of the Lemurs in his second inning, and that was score 5 runs. So Boshears firing away to Phipps, a called strike. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Phipps, who today is 1 for 3. Take a look around the American Association, see if there's any more finals. There should be some more. There were some games that were later on in the innings there. Ground ball down the third baseline, just foul. Boy, that was really close. 1-2 the count. Joplin making it a ball game over there at home. They're still trailing, though, 5-3. St. Paul Saints leading the Joplin Blasters in Joplin. Game 2 of their doubleheader. It is in the 7th inning, which is the last inning of play there on a doubleheader. Play 2 7-inning games. Joplin winning game 1, 4-3 the score. So they might be splitting that one. Ground ball hit to short. Vargas throwing to first for the out. And there's one away here in the 8th for the Lemurs. Sioux Falls taking down Winnipeg today, 8-4. Game in Winnipeg. Lincoln did finish off the Airhogs, winning 6-2 there in Lincoln. The Gary South Shore Railcats and the Kansas City T-Bones played a close one, and as low scoring as possible. 1-0. The Gary South Shore Railcats winning at home against the Kansas City T-Bones. So everyone but us and the Joplin and St. Paul game 2 of the doubleheader have finished. Travis Danker at the plate. He'll take the first pitch, a called strike, 0-1. Danker, 2 for 3 today, a double and a home run. And, well, it looks like provided Joplin and St. Paul don't go into extras, we will be the last ball game to finish. Swinging a foul tip off the bat. He'll go towards the first base dugout, 0-2 the count to Danker. He just got it off the end of the barrel, almost the cap. So 0-2 the count to Danker. Bo Shears will set on the mound and deliver the pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's activity in the Lemurs pen. Earlier, it was Winkler. Trying to figure out who it is right now, if it still is or not. Pitch down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it still is Kyle Winkler. Bo Shears delivers the break-even pitch. Daker swings, hits one high in the air again to deep left. Giving up is Cleveland. That ball sails out of here. It'll catch the corner of that second wall out there. Daker with his second home run of the ball game. Guess what? He leads the league in home runs now. 2 solo home runs in the game for Daker. 3 for 4 in the ball game. I say he leads the league in home runs. I had to look up to see if Burt Reynolds hit any today. 0 home runs for Burt Reynolds. He went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. So Daker now with 7 home runs on the season, 2 tonight. He had 1 last night. And it's his 3rd home run. Oh, and 1 the night before. So he's homered in 3 straight nights for a total of 4 home runs in the series. That's pretty good. He's heating up. First pitch called strike to Matt Coach, 0-1. Nice work by Travis Daker. 0-1 pitch. Coach swings, hits one down the third baseline. This will be fair. Fielding its middle stat. Should hit the foot of Coach. I couldn't quite tell it hit his foot, but it did barely get him. 0-2 the count. So a foul ball off of Matt Coach's foot. 1 out, no one on. Here in the top of the 8th inning, Lemurs trailing 14-5. Update that scoreboard. Bo Shears sets out there on the mound and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Check swing. He didn't go through. It's inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Coach. Coach 0 for 3 in the ball game. And the pitch on the outside corner at the knees, called strike 3. Coach will walk back to the dugout. Don't know that he liked the call. Sometimes I feel like catchers are the worst when it comes to arguing the balls and strikes when they're at the plate, because they see all the balls and strikes that their pitcher's throwing, and they go, wait, you called that a strike on me? My guy didn't get that last inning. Here comes the pitch, swung on and lined foul down the right field line. He'll go towards the Lemurs pen. J.D. Pulfer, the batter at the plate, 1 for 3 with a run scored today. Single back in the 7th. 0-1 the count here to him. Maybe they're not the worst, but they're probably the most disbelieving at some calls. They might not actually argue it more than some other guys. They just go, you better give me that call later. The pitch swung on and fouled away right side, out of play. 0-2. Top of the 8th inning, Lemurs trailing 14-5. 8 hits in the game for Laredo. 18 hits in the game for Wichita. Bo Shears from the stretch, 0-2 pitch, up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pulfer laid off of it. Thought about swinging, but he didn't. Lemurs plating a run in each of the last 3 innings. Pitch swung, fouled away, right side. Which, in most games they've played this year, if they score a run in 3 straight innings, especially when it's 6, 7, 8, that's been a recipe for a win. Tonight, not the case. At least not yet. Pitch into the turf. 2-2 the count. I'm always optimistic, but a 9-run deficit with 2 outs in the top of the 8th, that's even a little much for me. 2-2 pitch, swing a ground ball towards the middle. Vargas scoops it up, throws over to first. There's out number 3. 6-3 the putout. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Lemurs trailing by 9. They get a solo home run by Danker, his second of the game, here in the top half of the 8th. They trail 14-5 to Wichita.
Prender la parrillita, ponerle unas fajitas, costillitas, chuletitas, salchichitas y, ¿por qué no?, hasta un pollo mariposita. Y que no se te olvide la musiquita y hasta una buena bailadita para un gran carnezazo. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnezazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas, 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Kyle Winkler in the pitch, the bottom of the 8th. Harrison Kane leading off the inning for the Wingnuts. Winkler coming set out there on the hill. Here's the first pitch to Kane. Taken for a ball, 1-0. Maybe a bit high. Looked pretty good as far as east and west are concerned, maybe north and south, or where it missed. The pitch swung on, grounded back up the middle. Diving is Pulfer. He won't get there. It'll get under his glove and into center. Base hit for Harrison Kane. His second of the ball game. He is now 2 for 3 with a walk and a sac fly as well. Brent Dean to the plate. Dean 0 for 4 today. All those hits, 19 in the ball game now. And Dean, one of 2 players in the lineup who doesn't have any hits. Everyone else has at least 2 hits for the Wingnuts in their offensive explosion tonight. Dean 0 for 4 and Geiger 0 for 3. Geiger at least has walked and been hit by a pitch. Dean has not reached at all. He swings, grounds one left side. Rondon will flip to second for one. The relay will not happen as Pulfer couldn't quite turn it quick enough. So Dean will reach, but it's a fielder's choice, so he still doesn't have a hit. And he's 0 for 5. Leo Vargas to the plate. Vargas is hogging the hits tonight. That's probably why Dean doesn't have any. Vargas is 4 for 4. He has 3 runs scored and 2 runs batted in. All 4 hits are singles. And he got his RBIs on one of those hits. He has also scored 3 times tonight. One out in the inning, runner on first. The pitch to Vargas. Swung on and hit in the air to center. Running back into his right a bit is Martinez, but he has no trouble making that catch. And finally, Vargas is retired tonight for the first time. Second out of the inning here in the 8th. Let's give you Winkler's numbers. 5 appearances for Winkler this year with the Lemurs, all out of the bullpen. 2-0, a 1.50 earned run average. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts for Kyle Winkler. His only run he gave up was a solo home run, so he's done a pretty good job this year out of the bullpen for the Lemurs. Definitely one of, well, they have a lot of really good arms out of the bullpen, so there's a ground ball hit towards the shortstop to the right of second. Pulfer will grab it, take it to the bag himself. And off the bat of Christian Stringer will end the bottom of the 8th. Last chance for the Lemurs. They come to the plate, trailing by a score of 14-5. Top of the 9th coming your way next.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill. Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que por fin compraste carro nuevo? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? ¿Que hoy empieza tu fin de semana? ¿O que hoy se acaba tu novela y mañana empieza otra? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. El carnesazo de H-E-B es una pachanga de sabor. Solo tienes que invitar a los compadres, prender la parrillita, ponerle unas fajitas, costillitas, chuletitas, salchichitas y, ¿por qué no?, hasta un pollo mariposita. Y que no se te olvide la musiquita y hasta una buena bailadita para un gran carnesazo. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
Getting hungry? Pop.
Alvaro Rondon leads off the inning, grounds one up the middle on a hop. Shortstop Vargas fielding it, throwing him out at first. One away.
First baseman number 32, Jesus Pozo.
So 6-3, the putout of Rondon. There is a new pitcher in the ball game. It's a left-hander. They didn't announce him. At least I didn't hear them announce him. It might be Seth Harvey. Haven't seen him pitch yet. Pitch called the ball, 1-0. No, Frankie Reed. We have seen him pitch. He's their closer. So in a 9-run ball game, they bring the closer in. And Pozo swings, hits one to right center, but it's caught by Kane, out number 2. So Frankie Reed into pitch in a release of Alex Boshiers. Reed on the season, 1-1 in 5 appearances, 2 saves, 6 innings pitched, an ERA of a 3. Ty Morrison to the plate, lefty-lefty matchup, pitch high for a ball, 1-0. 2 outs, no one on. Lemurs trailing 14-5. The pitch taken up high again, 2 balls, no strikes. We'll wrap this game up quickly afterwards. Pitch up high, but it's called a strike on the outside corner. Post-game show real quick, as I don't want to miss the bus. 2-1 the count. Here comes the pitch from Reed. Swung on and foul tipped back into the glove of the catcher. 2-2. Lemurs down to their final strike here tonight. They scored a run each of the last 3 innings. Nothing so far in the 9th. The pitch, swing a foul back to the screen. Morrison staying alive at the plate. 1 for 4 coming into this at-bat. He has reached base twice, once on a single, once on an error. Frankie Reed, the lefty. They bring him out of the bullpen. We've seen him a few times already now. That pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3. Reed comes in, 3 up, 3 down, 9th. Lemurs fall tonight by a score of 14-5 to the Wichita Wingnuts. They take 2 from them here up in Wichita, though. Split the series 2 games apiece and end the road trip 5-2. Take a 5-2 road trip. Overall, a solid road trip. They go home and face the St. Paul Saints next. We will wrap this game up, give you a little recap real quick. When we come back, again, your final 14-5. Lemurs fall to the Wingnuts.
Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties, shredded cheddar cheese,
The creamy sauce.
creamy steak sauce. My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it.
You take a bite, it's hard to describe, it's hard to put into words. The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new...
All right, Wingnuts win here tonight by a score of 14-5 against the Laredo Lemurs. Take a quick look at this ball game. Lemurs jumped out to an early lead, actually. They got 2 runs in the first inning. After a strikeout by Ty Morrison to start off the ball game, Abel Nieves walked, stole second base. Drew Martinez would single. He would steal second as well, driving in Nieves on his single. Dennis Phipps would single and drive in Martinez. And the Lemurs were up 2-0. But that lead would evaporate quickly, as in the bottom of the second, The Wingnuts would get to starter Troy Marks a bit. Marks would give up a leadoff single to Harrison Kane. Brent Dean would fly out, but then Leo Vargas would single. Christian Stringer would single, driving in Kane, and then a 3-run home run off the bat of Zach Cox. It was in a 4-2 ball game. Neither team would score until the 4th inning, when in the 4th inning, kind of similar to the 2nd inning, a leadoff single by Leo Vargas, followed by a 1-out single of Zach Cox, and a 2-out, 3-run home run by TJ Middlestat. So 2 3-run home runs helping power the Wingnuts to victory tonight. 3 runs there in the 4th. It was 7-2. Well, the 5th inning came along, and the Wingnuts weren't done yet. They got a leadoff single by Richard Prigatano, then followed by a walk of Harrison Kane. Each batter would steal a bag. Fly out by Brent Dean. Then a single by Leo Vargas. He would drive in both Prigatano and Kane before a line out to second by Stringer. Vargas was moving on the pitch. He was standing at second when Rondon caught it, already moving towards first base when he caught it, just took it all the way to the bag himself on his way to the dugout to complete the double play to end the inning. But 2 runs there in the 5th made it a 9-2 ball game. But the Lemurs, well, they still had some fight left in them. They would get a solo home run in the 6th by Travis Danker. Then the 7th inning, they'd score a run as well, getting 3 singles in the inning, one by J.D. Pulford to lead off the inning, then back-to-back 2-out singles, one by Ty Morrison, one by Abel Nieves, and Pulford would end up scoring on Morrison's single. And the Lemurs were in business, again, scoring 1 run in the 7th, but they would leave 2 men on base there that inning, runners on first and second, when Drew Martinez would fly out to center, and just 1 run in the 7th. Lemurs would again score in the 8th. I'm getting ahead of myself. 7th inning was also a big one, though, for the Wingnuts, and this was kind of the icing on the cake for the Wingnuts, as they got a leadoff single by Richard Prigatano. I'm trying to look at this. Am I looking at it right? Yes. Prigatano would hit a leadoff single. Harrison Kane would hit a sac fly. Prigatano would advance on wild pitches all the way to third base. Leo Vargas, with 2 outs, would single. Then Christian Stringer would singles. And Zach Cox would double, driving in 2 runs. Brent Cleveland would double, driving in a run. Then TJ Middlestat would double, driving in a run, followed by Dustin Geiger hit by pitch before Prigatano would finally line out and would end the inning. But a 5-run 7th, the biggest inning of the ball game yet for the Wingnuts, and it was a 14-4 ball game. The Wingnuts would take a 10-run lead. Lemurs would get another run in the 8th as they scored a single run in the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings each. It was another home run by Travis Danker. He hit 2 home runs tonight, both solo shots out to left field. So nice work by Danker at the plate tonight, actually going 3 for 4 on the evening. Just when I was talking about how he wasn't getting many hits in a game, but all of his hits were worth something, he goes out and gets 3 hits tonight, a double and 2 home runs. But it wasn't enough as the Lemurs fell by a score of 14-5 here tonight. Lemurs got nothing in the 9th at the plate. So Lemurs fall tonight. The win will go to Charlie Leisman, the starter for the Wichita Wingnuts. No save tonight. And the loss will go to Troy Marks of the Lemurs, their starter tonight. Take a look around the rest. We'll take a look at the box score real quick, see what kind of everyone did tonight at the plate, as well as your pitchers out there on the mound. Final lines for the pitching staff. We'll start with Marks for the Lemurs. 5 innings pitched, 9 runs, all earned on 11 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Zardowski would throw 2 innings, Jason Zardowski, 2 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned, no walks, 1 strikeout. Kyle Winkler, an inning pitched, he gave up 1 hit, but that was it there in his 8th inning of work. For the Wingnuts, Leisman, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Alex Boshiers, 2 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. And Frankie Reed, a shutout inning, 3 up, 3 down for him with a strikeout in there. At the plate for the Lemurs, like I said, Danker, 3 for 4, double, 2 home runs, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Pulford 1 for 4, runs scored. Phipps, Martinez, Nieves, and Morrison all had hits, with Nieves and Martinez scoring a run. RBIs for Martinez, Phipps, and Morrison. They each had 1. For the Wingnuts at the plate, everyone had multiple hits tonight except for Dean and Geiger. They combined went 0 for 8 tonight. But you had 2 hits for Stringer, big game for Cox tonight. He was 3 for 5, 3 runs scored, 5 runs driven in. He had that 3-run home run. TJ Middlestat also a big game, as he and Cox were both a triple shy of the cycle. Middlestat 4 for 5, 1 run scored, but he had 4 runs batted in as well. Pergatano 2 for 5, 2 runs scored. Kane 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. And Leo Vargas 4 for 5. He actually started out the game 4 for 4, but 4 for 5 is what he finished with 3 runs scored and 2 runs batted in. All 4 of his hits were singles. Around the rest of the league scoreboard here, final in Winnipeg, Goldeyes fall 8-4 to the Sioux Falls Canaries. Joplin and St. Paul had a doubleheader tonight. Joplin won game 1, 4-3. St. Paul won game 2, 5-3. Over in Lincoln, the Salt Dogs take down the Air Hogs 6-2. So the Lemurs don't lose any ground in the South Division, at least to the team directly behind them in the division, as the Air Hogs entered the day 2 games behind the Lemurs. With both teams losing, they'll still be 2 games behind the Lemurs. Blasters were 3.5 games back, so they will go to, 2.5 games back? Or 2 games? Something like that. They had a doubleheader, so they won 1, lost 1. They will be 5-9, and the Lemurs will be 8-6, so something like that. Kansas City falling 1-0 on the road to the Gary South Shore Railcats. And, of course, here, 14-5, your final. Wichita taking down Laredo here in the final game of the series. Lemurs split the 4-game series, 2 games apiece. We'll go back home, take on the St. Paul Saints, and then the Joplin Blasters will come to town. So a North Division opponent team and then a fellow South Division team coming to Laredo to take on our Lemurs. That's all I've got for you tonight. Tune in tomorrow, 7:05 first pitch. We'll be back in Laredo as we host the St. Paul Saints. Ryan Beckman on the hill for the Lemurs. Hold on real quick. I've got the starting pitcher for the St. Paul Saints. They'll be throwing Mark Hamburger. So Hamburger versus Beckman tomorrow, 7:05, Lemurs versus Saints. Tune in then. See you all later. I'm James Nasser signing off.
Friends to enjoy.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and